If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. And here's the bottom line. I do not like merino-based socks, and I do not think they're the best performing materials to use for socks that we have access to these days. So I am launching forged-based socks. Over the last year and 7 iterations, I have designed these from the ground up to be the single best performing sock on the market for backcountry hunters. I would go on hunts, my socks would stay wet for way too long, and I'd go to put on my socks on day 3 or 4 of the hunt, and the heel of the sock would end up halfway up my calf because the socks had stretched so much. So that was really the North Star of this design process. I need something that was gonna dry fast, last a really long time, and fit the same way on day 6 that they fit on day 1. So what I've done is strategically place key fabrics at different places on the sock in order to really optimize those 3 things I was just talking about. So let's look at the high heat area across the bottom of the foot. Throughout here, I've placed a fabric called CoolMax, which is exceedingly good at evaporating moisture at a really high rate. And then across the top of the sock, we utilize a wool and acrylic blend that enables us to have a thinner area, again, helping with that heat and moisture evacuation. Throughout the high wear areas, the toe box, the ball of the foot, the heel, and up the lower part of the calf, I've used this brand new fabric called Reprieve XS, which is a cross-sectional polyester, which has an extremely high tensile strength. And I've literally beat the hell out of these socks. In fact, I wore 1 pair of these socks for 20 days in a row without ever washing them, and there was 0 wear in any of the high wear areas. And then finally, along the shin area where we take the most amount of abrasion, it's thicker than the rest of the sock, but because we're using a synthetic blend, it doesn't trap the heat like a thick wool sock would. Now, I know I'm also going to get a lot of questions as to why there's no over-the-calf design. And in my opinion, for a 3-season sock, an over-the-calf design is inferior for one major reason. Done a ton of extensive testing, and essentially you're almost doubling the amount of fabric that has the ability to wick moisture down into your boots. And the real reason that sock companies have been using an over-the-calf design is because they didn't have a sufficient enough design to keep the sock up without it constantly falling into your boot. So they use this kind of substandard solution of just coming all the way up over the sock. Now, with the forged socks, I have specifically engineered this extra wide dual layer hem. And what that does is provide enough friction without being so tight that it cuts off the circulation to your foot. And I have yet to have these socks fall down into my boots. And one more kind of myth in the sock industry that I want to hit up during this video is this concept of a lifetime warranty. It's ridiculous. This would be like, have you ever seen a pair of jeans with a lifetime warranty or a pair of underwear with a lifetime warranty? None of these products are actually designed to last a lifetime. What most backcountry sock manufacturers are counting on is the fact that you're probably only honestly doing 10 to 15 days a year in the backcountry. So maybe that sock will last 100 days. That could be 8 to 10 years for most people. I spent 140 days in the field last year, and I can tell you I have never got more than 2 years out of any sock. And so they are not taking the extra money that you're paying for these socks and developing some unicorn magic sock that's going to last forever. What they're actually doing is charging you for 2 to 3 socks at a time, knowing you're going to end up returning them at least once or twice, and so they're building this into the budget. So the reason I haven't done a lifetime warranty with the forged in the backcountry socks is that I wanted to put all of the money from the sale of the sock into the actual design and performance of the sock. And I give you my word, this will go head to head with any other outdoor gear you have. You can beat this up in the backcountry. If this does not live up to your expectations, I will personally handle it. I'm so confident that I've crafted the best performing sock for backcountry hunters that's available on the market today, that I've put together the most insane giveaway I have ever done. And this is not one of those giveaways that you see from everybody else where they went and convinced a bunch of other companies to give stuff. This is me giving directly to you. So for every $5 you spend at forgedinthebackcountry.com, and that even includes the new camo version of the forged base boxers that I just released, you will get one entry to win a custom guided hunt from Mindful Hunter Outfitting. And I am gonna work with the winner to build the hunt of your dreams. We could go after black bear or mule deer in British Columbia. We could go chase mule deer with our bows in Alberta, or we could go to my leases in Mexico and hunt Coues deer in the rut with a rifle. I am extremely passionate about delivering phenomenal gear to backcountry hunters. And I truly believe that with the Forged Base Series socks, I have brought something unique and new to the market. I feel very strongly that you're gonna love this product, and I cannot wait to share the hunt of a lifetime with one lucky winner. Good luck.